Hey guys, welcome to codesickness. Myself Atul, and today what we are going to be doing is we are going to be finding out if a number is a Gandhi number or not. A Gandhi number is any number in which if we compare it to like we if we take it to the power of 4, then we will get the original number. That is to say, essentially, that this number will be a power of 4 basically. So we are just going to check if the number is a power of 4 or not. That's a Gandhi number. So let's just get started. So what we are going to be discussing today is Gandhi number. So Gandhi number, yeah, don't mind my, yes, it's very bad. So Gandhi number basically is a number which is a power of 4. So essentially what we are going to be checking is if it is a power of 4 or not. So we will take a number n, and then we'll first of all check if it is 0 or not. If it is 0, then we'll return false, because if it is like 0, it cannot be a power of 4, right? Same, then we will run a loop, so which will check until the value becomes 1. Like, it will change the value of n in such a way that we keep on dividing it by 4, so that we know that yeah, it is a factor of 4 or not. Like, it should be in the of a power of 4 and not anything else. So we will check that this value should not be like it should not be less than 1. So that's why we will run the loop by this condition. So we are essentially going to be checking if n is not equal to 1, since we don't want the value to go below 1, and we are going to be keep on dividing it by like itself divided by 4, and we will be giving this value to n itself. So it will keep on going down by 4, like that. And also, while running this loop, if by chance we are not able to divide this value by 4, that is, we are going to be checking if n mod 4, that is the remainder of n if divided by 4, is 0. If this is not satisfied, like not equal to, right, sorry, let me test it. Yeah, if it is not satisfied, that I mean sorry, if it is satisfied that this is the remainder is not 0, then what we are going to be doing is we are going to say that this is a false. Like, yeah, it is not completely divided by 4, since it has not reached 1, and also it is still unable to divide, unable to be divided by 4. So this value should not be what, a Gandhi number, right? So let's just continue with the coding. So I'm just going to define the def uh, Gandhi, and then we're going to take n as the input. Then simply we first define what if n equals 0, that's the first condition, so it will return false. Otherwise, we have a loop. So this loop will check if n is not equal to 1, right? If n is not equal to 1, till then it will run, and first of all it will check if n mod 4 equals 0. That is the condition that we have to check. Sorry, not equal to, but not equal to actually. Yeah, because since this condition, if satisfied, will say that yeah, it is not a Gandhi number basically. So return false. And also we will keep on doing n uh, divide equals 4. So what this is actually, we can also write it as like let's just say n is equal to n by 4. So this is just a shorthand for this. We can do it for anything actually. If we want to say multiply it, we can use star here. If we want to say plus it, then we can use plus here. In this case, we are going to use divide. So since this whole loop, if it runs successfully and it hasn't returned false, so we are assuming that yeah, since it has divided all the way down to 1 now, it is a Gandhi number, right? So return true. Okay, so this is our function, and now we just have to simply take the input and show the output. Quick analysis here. So since we have this value, like this loop running for like it depends on the value, right? So that many times it will run since till the loop till it gets to n. So it will run how many times? It will run as many times as the value which is being divided, right? So it will be divided by 4 as that many times. So that is, it should be log base 4 and the value n, right? That is that many times the loop will run. So that is the complexity of this, like the time complexity of this algorithm. And the space complexity is n1, sorry, o1. It's simple, it doesn't use much space, but the time complexity is log 4n. So like it will take that much amount of time, right? So let me like take the input. So the input will be in a value n is equal to input. Input function will help us take the input from the buffer. Now we have enter value to check Gandhi number, right? So this value will be checked. Oh, I forgot one more thing. This value should be integer, so that's why we have to use this function int, because the value which is retrieved by default is a string. So now we have converted it to int. We just have to send it, right? So we will use if Gandhi, because that's the function name, Gandhi, and then we have n. If Gandhi n, it will return true or false, so it's not an issue. Now we just go do this and we print like n, wait, outside of the double quotes n. I'll give a space to like space it out evenly. Is a Gandhi number, right? And then we have the else part, which will say that it is not a Gandhi number. So we will do that. Print simply n, comma, then same space is not a Gandhi number. Right? So this Gandhi number is actually, we'll just check like, so let's take a example as 10, right? So if we divide it by 4, what will it give? It will try to give, like, let's say we go 2 times, we get 8, we have 2 left, we have still remainder 2 left, right? So this is not divisible by 4. So simply put, it is not a Gandhi number. But if we go another route, let's say 24, right? So 24 if divided by 4, it will give like 6, but 6 if we divide it by 4, it will give a remainder of 2, right? So this is also not a Gandhi number. But if we take like 64, right? 64 if we divide by 4, let's say we'll get 16 if we divide by 4, we'll get 4, and 4 if we divide by 4, we'll get 1. So this loop will run, right? So this loop, it will run till n is equal to 1, right? So till then this condition will not be satisfied, that is n mod 4 is not equal to 0. So the program will return as true. So this should be a this should be Gandhi number. Okay, so let me just check all those values. Alright, so let's just see if those values are correct or not, which I have proposed. So 10 should not be a Gandhi number, it is not a Gandhi number. Then we'll say if 24 is a Gandhi number, it is not a Gandhi number. But for our like positive example, we have 64, which is a Gandhi number. So that's what it shows. That's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please consider subscribing. And also, if you have any queries, please post it down in the comments. Thank you very much and have a nice day.